Hello, everyone. Amanda Davis here, and I am here to make a difference in the lives of others by teaching you what I know and sharing with you what I know. But the 100 Scoop Challenge for Perry newbies, the topic for yesterday, actually, the 82nd day, was to share the last movie that you watched and liked. So the last one that I watched it's called London Has Fallen, and it's not a movie that I would have originally picked to watch, but I watched it because my boyfriend wanted to watch it, and I can stand to watch some violent war, like action movies, which is what this one basically is, depending on who's in it and depending on how violent it really gets. But this one, I think it sticks to like realistic kind of violence somewhat. Anyway, I don't know if you can even call it that. But hi, Joy. So I was just saying, 100 Scope Challenge. The topic was to share the last movie that you watched and liked. So the last movie that I watched, it's called London Has Fallen. It is a violent movie, war movie, but basically the premise is that these world leaders are called to London because one of the um, parliament, I think it was. Anyway, one of the leaders in London died. So then they call all of the major world leaders to London and there's a terrorist attack. So you can imagine with that kind of a premise that there's going to be violence. But the actors in it were really good actors. It's Aaron Eckhart plays the United States President. Morgan Freeman plays the United States Vice President. And then Gerard Butler plays a Secret Service agent for the United States President. And so I like all of those actors too. So that was one reason that my boyfriend, he just had it on demand. But I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and watch this because it seems interesting and it has good actors. And but one thing that I told him was that the scary thing about movies like that one is that it could actually happen, or something like it could actually happen. As many world events that we have with terrorist attacks and things like that, like it's kind of scary actually. But it was a good movie, as far as just the way it was done. The actors in it were good, and not that you're going to necessarily enjoy watching a movie about a terrorist attack, but if you want to watch that kind of movie, if you're into that kind of movie, it was a good movie to watch. And so that was the last movie that I watched, and I did like it. Like at the end of it, I told my boyfriend, I said, well, that was a pretty good movie. But I did, like I said, I told him too. But the scary thing is something like that could actually happen. But it was some crazy CGI scenes and stuff like that too. But the actors, definitely, it was a good cast, and so that is another reason that I like the movie. And as a woman, you could stand to watch it because you liked the guys in it. But anyway, no, that's not the only reason though. Because like I said, I can watch some violent movies as long as they don't get but so blood and gore. And I think this one was pretty good about they stayed away from like the really really graphic blood and gore. Like there was of course blood because there was guns and that kind of thing, but it wasn't like super super graphic like some things. But anyway, and it is R rated, so there's a reason for that. But yeah, so that was the last movie that I watched, and that was the topic for the Perry Newbies for yesterday. And it's perrynewbies.com if you're interested in the group. It is a Facebook group for men and women, and then we're on the 100 Scope Challenge. We're all the way up on day 80, actually day 83. I'm getting ready to do the day 83 in a minute. So we're almost done with the 100 Scope Challenge, but they have passed the cast. They're going to have something for their 1 year celebration next Saturday. I think there's going to be a blab and some periscoping, is what I hear. And then there's also an event that's going to happen in the UK. But those of us in the US and elsewhere in the world will be able to enjoy the blab and the periscoping celebration. But anyway, so that's it. And I'm going to go ahead and end this scope and come back on in a minute for the 83. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining. And thank you to all my replay viewers.